Well, Resident Evil 2. Yes, I did play it, and I played it last night. And I want to talk about this Resident Evil 2 very strange, weird demo. You know, first and foremost, there's a couple of things you need to understand about Resident Evil 2 one shot demo. They call it one shot because you only have one shot at this demo, okay? And I will talk about that in about a couple of minutes. But first, let's talk about the first weird thing about this demo. It's only locked at certain region. For some reason, this game it's only available in Australia region. So you have to live in Australia to be able to play the demo, to download the demo. However, there's a trick to that, which I have found out. I didn't know this. Actually, I find out from GameSpot. You can actually go ahead and change the region on your Xbox Live account to Australia region. I was a bit skeptical about this. I was a bit worried because I was like, what if I can't go back to my original region, which is United States? On the Xbox, this is fine. You know, you don't have to worry about it. You can easily go and switch to whatever region you want. All you have to do is wait for the update. It prompts you to update 80 megabytes or something. There's a little update, then you have to restart the console. Once you restart the console, then you go back to that region. And then when you finish downloading the demo, you can always go back to your original region and update again. It prompts you to update every time you change your region, and then you go back to whatever that region is. On the Xbox Live, that's easy. However, on a PlayStation Network, you guys need to be very careful. On the PlayStation Network, you actually have to be very careful when you do this. The reason being is on PlayStation, if you change the region on PlayStation Network, you will be locked in on that region, meaning you can't go back to your original region. Meaning you will have to open a new account and you're going to lose all the games that you had on that account. So you'll have to have two different separate accounts. Okay? So on PlayStation, please, I do not advise you to do this. Okay? Please, at your own risk. The game, it's only a couple of weeks away from being released. There's no reason for you. The game is great, but it's not something that I would recommend you do due to this demo. This demo, it's okay. It's only 30 minutes. All right. I wouldn't recommend that you do this. Please don't do it on the PlayStation due to the nature of the way PlayStation region works. So you don't want to be stuck with being with one certain region that is not your region, okay? So be careful on the PlayStation Network. So that's the first weird thing, is the region. I really don't understand why is Capcom doing this, why they're releasing it at a certain region. Why don't you release the demo publicly to everyone? I mean, the game, it's what, 2 weeks away from being released? Why not release it to everyone? So that's the one weird thing about Capcom and the way they're releasing the demo. It's only stuck at one region. The second weird thing is you only have 30 minutes to play through this demo. Really? You can only give me 30 minutes? I have to rush through it. I have to speed run through it. I don't like that. To me, the demo should be something that I can play as much as I want to explore this demo so I can get a good feel of what this game is going to be about and what this game is going to feel when it comes out. But you can't do that because you have to speed run. You're constantly in a rush. You even skip the cutscenes because you don't want to look at the cutscenes because you're at the time limit. You only have 30 minutes. So I don't like that. I don't like that they did it like that. And the worst part is, once 30 minutes is up, you can't play the game anymore. The game, it's locked. The only thing you will have is the Resident Evil 2 display menu. says start the game. When you start the game, that's it. It's gonna say the game is locked. You already used your 30 minutes. You can't play it anymore. And this is the only thing you will see is the Resident Evil 2 display menu with the rain and the background, dynamic background, and all that. So I was a bit disappointed with this demo, the way it was being released. It is really weird, and to me, there's no logical explanation as to why they're doing it like this. It just doesn't make any sense. Why are they doing it like this? I wish that Capcom would explain why they're doing it like this. Like, what's the purpose behind this? Why it's only stuck at a certain region in Australia? Why not to everyone? Why not to all the regions? And number two, why 30 minutes only? And then after that, the game locks. 30 minutes is not enough, man, for you to truly appreciate the demo, because you're always looking at the clock. Okay, it just doesn't make any sense. This is my own opinion. It doesn't make any sense. It is really weird the way they released this demo. Now, having said that, the demo itself was pretty cool. I really enjoyed the HDR, especially when you go through that door in the police station. When you go under the door, it says keep out. That's the door that I forgot to go through in the beginning, and I wasted 10 minutes because I never played the original Resident Evil 2, so I didn't even know this was a police station. So once you go through that door where it says keep out and you go through that corridor, that's where all hell breaks loose, and that's where you truly appreciate this demo and how beautiful it looks with the lighting, especially in the dark corridors and the dark areas. It looks really, really cool. So I really appreciate the graphics and the HDR on this build demo. But also remember that this is a build demo from June of last year E3 show. So what you're basically seeing, it's an old build. It's not the full version build. The full version of the game will be even more polished up, okay? But what I have experienced so far, there's a video that I recorded in 4K HDR. It's 30 minutes. You guys can check that out, and you will see how impressive that was. I was very impressed with the graphics, with the lighting. Also, when you shoot at the zombies, the graphic violence, when the bullet goes through the zombie's head and exits through the zombie's head, was very realistic. Also, this game, it's very graphic. It's as equal to The Last of Us. Okay, it has that Last of Us feel, The Last of Us. Okay, and it's very graphic. It makes all the other Resident Evil games look like a child's play, looks like a joke, honestly. This is very adult. This is based on the Resident Evil engine that was used on Resident Evil 7, and it looks really, really good. I was really impressed with what I was seeing. Again, you guys can watch that video and watch the demo, but this game, it's very adult, very mature. There's a graphic violence. It's very graphic. Okay. And it's very scary, especially the ambient sound and these dark corridors, especially if you have it hooked up to your home theater system and you're watching it on your 65-inch or your 75-inch 4K HDR television with your home theater surround sound. You are really going to be enjoying this for sure. For the reference, you guys can go check out my video. I do have it recorded in a 4K HDR at the highest possible bitrate. However, that 30 minutes, it will take a long time for YouTube to process that video. Okay, but once that video is processed, once it's available in 4K HDR, you guys will truly appreciate that. So, in closing, overall, I was very impressed with this Resident Evil 2 demo, with the game. I'm impressed with what I was experiencing, with what I was seeing inside the game. I like the way it plays. It's very scary. The HDR looks great. There's a HDR slider on there where you can adjust the peak brightness, and the HDR, it's really good. please keep in mind, it's still early for me to judge the Xbox One X version, the PlayStation 4 Pro version, because this is an old build demo from June. So this is a very old build demo from June E3 show. Alright, it's not the final version. When the final version comes out, then I'm going to do the comparisons, and then I'm going to tell you exactly what I'm seeing. I'll do a video edit where I'll put both the videos side by side so you guys can look at the both versions, the X and the Pro. But I am 100% positive that the final version will be super polished, and it's going to look even much better. Like I said, I enjoyed playing the demo. My only two complaints is, why keep it locked at certain region? Why not keep it unlocked for everybody, all the regions? Number two, why it's at 30 minutes? So you really can't experience the game in 30 minutes because you have to speed run. You're looking at the clock and it's annoying. You're like, oh God, I got 10 minutes left. I got 5 minutes left. So it kills the experience, man. When you're being pressured, when you're constantly looking at the clock and you're being rushed, it just destroys the experience, because the idea is for you to explore this demo, to explore this game. There was a lot of things I wanted to do on this demo. I wanted to test the HDR with the different peak brightness levels. I wanted to check it on my televisions, do some tests as well. But right now I cannot do that because you only stuck at this 30 minutes. The worst part is, once the 30 minutes is up, you cannot play it anymore. The game, it's locked. The only thing you will see is this menu that says Resident Evil 2, start the game. Once you start the game, it's going to say your 30 minutes is up, pre-order the game, blah, 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 blah. Okay? So, that's my two complaints. It just doesn't make any sense the way Capcom has released this demo. I wish that they would give some explanation on the Twitter page or on the forum. I don't know. I think they should give the explanation as to why they're doing it like this. It doesn't really make any logical sense, at least from my point of view. But you guys let me know, what do you guys think, by the way. In case you're wondering about this shirt, the Voodoo Lounge is the place where I used to work way back. This is a long time ago, 2004, 2003. When I was a bouncer, I used to work at the nightclub in Fort Lauderdale called the Voodoo Lounge. I used to work there a long time ago, so that's what this shirt is. Alright guys, that's all I have for you. These are my opinions, these are my thoughts. You guys let me know what you think. Have you played the game? Have you played the demo? And what do you guys think? Sorry about the camera, it goes in and out of focus. I forgot to adjust the focus, so I apologize about that. Other than that, even this video, it's in 4K. Thank you guys, and I'll catch you on the next video. Today I'll be doing some RTX comparison graphics cards. We'll be working on the RTX 2080 and 2070 because I've been getting a bunch of requests to do videos on the RTX 2080 and 2070. So I'll talk about these two different graphics cards and how they stack up against each other. So we'll talk about that on my next videos today. There might be a live stream today. I might be doing some LSPDFR, maybe. We'll see, depending on if I have time, but we'll see. Alright guys, well thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Cheers. Have a good one.